Today, I want to share with you a little trick that helped me when I was on the verge of getting my first ring muscle up, but couldn't quite do it yet. I was at a point where I could rep out false grip pull ups, I could do a lot of ring dips, I was doing transition negatives, I was doing everything right, and I couldn't figure out why the transition wasn't working. In my videos, I would see that I would lose tension in my feet and lower body in general every time that I tried to transition up and through the rings. I had to get creative to figure out how to keep tension in my feet, and that's when I figured out that using a prop, such as a washcloth, would do the trick. So, what was going on was that I would kind of lose my hollow body position whenever I tried to transition up and through the rings. So, what I started doing first was working on the hollow body hold on the floor, but holding this washcloth between my feet as feedback so that my feet would have to actively squeeze together to keep tension. So, looks like this. Pretty simple. Then I used the exact same prop, same washcloth on the rings and started working on my transitions that way. And it didn't happen right away, but I was able to keep just enough tension to keep my feet together, keep that nice hollow, clean position, and eventually, finally, transition through the rings. Just to give you a frame of reference for how my muscle up was going before I used the washcloth, I would be in my nice false grip position. I would start pulling up, and immediately all of this was just a mess, and I just could not push through. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how strongly I pulled, my whole lower body was just completely losing tension. I was super frustrated trying to get my first muscle up. So, again, that's when I came up with using the washcloth as a tension point to help keep my feet together. You're going to set the washcloth between the feet here, get your false grip set up, and then I'm a little bit low here, but come into your hang or whatever position you're pulling from. And you'll see that as I pull up, I'm able to keep all of this in control and not totally lose everything. This was a game changer. Again, didn't work right away, but it did make my muscle up feel more realistic and got me there over time. This isn't something I would worry about in your initial days of rings training, especially if you're still working on your false grip pull up strength or your false grip, your dips, right? All of those sorts of drills. You have to have a really stable base with all of that. But I found for myself and quite a few of my clients who are on the verge of the muscle up, this little trick can help a lot for finally getting that last bit of tension and pulling up and over the rings. If you're on the verge of getting your first ring muscle up and feel like this might be the missing piece, go ahead and give this a shot. And if you have questions, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you out.